Good morning, welcome to my channel, everybody. My name is Chrissy, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the cost of living crisis. We'll touch on a bit of finances and just in general, let my guides come through to you and see if we can get a little bit of direction and guidance on how to navigate the current financial crisis that we're all finding ourselves trying to live through and navigate. First off, welcome anybody new to the channel. Hit those like buttons, guys. Feel free to comment down below. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs. I know it's a little while away, but we've got to set goals, haven't we, guys? So thank you, everybody, for, even if you do a short comment, just hit the like button. Doesn't matter. It all helps contribute to the algorithms grabbing hold of my videos and getting them moving. Okay, I'll just close my eyes, guys. We'll get started, and we'll see what comes up. Oh, cheers, everybody. Cheers to Sprocky, my dog I had to put down a few weeks ago, guys. Oh, so sad. I've got my peppermint tea today. Sophie's out in the garden at the moment. She's really struggling, guys, and I think you saw it in my video yesterday, who is Sprocket's sister. She's struggling. She's sitting out there at the moment, and she's just laying like that, looking at Sprocket's grave. It's so hard. So I've been giving her a few bones to keeping her occupied. It's a good distraction, and I can't walk at the moment, but fortunately my hubby's been walking her after work because our days are getting longer here as we're coming towards spring, guys. Can you tell I'm excited? And my daughter's also been helping out there as well because I'm not allowed to do anything after my little op that I had a few weeks ago. I've had to take it easy for 8 weeks. All right, let's get straight into the reading and we'll see what we get. Oh, I'm just getting interest rates are not going to come down a lot. We know they're not. We know they're just dangling little carrots, aren't they, for most of us globally? They'll drop a point, well, like a quarter, or they might drop 0.5, or there might be like over the year one interest rate drop. Like it's not going to come dropping down like speed against Arliss like it did going up, because most of us know we had 12, 13 interest rates over the last few years. Crazy stuff. But the interest rates are just going to sort of sit idle and sit stable. So there's not going to be a lot of movement. So I guess the message is don't panic too much because they're not going to go up a lot as well. They're going to just sit in this, it's going to become a bit stable at the moment. Not the housing market. This is just the interest rates. All right. And this is globally as well. God, they're showing me like a bus conductor. You know how the old bus conductors used to wear that belt with the coin sort of thing in it, and they'd slip the coins out to give you change on the bus. They'd take your money and then slip the change out. There was little coin slots in these like leather belt things. I'm just seeing that. I'm just seeing, hang on a minute, let's see where we go. Oh, what the guides are saying, more money to be made for government, and I'm getting, this is public transport. They're giving me the finances. They're going to start making massive money out of public transport. They already do. We know you got to tap and go on all the transport systems, like all the old cash is going. That's why they're giving me that image of the coins and the bus conductors. I'm getting that image, but that's all no more, and it's almost showing me like crazy, but not crazy on this channel. They're showing me buses like with no drivers, trains with no drivers. We know this is the future. It's all becoming like driverless everything. So therefore it has to become cashless everything because no one's there to give you your change. So they got the perfect excuse. Everything's tap and go, which means banks are going to make more money because every transaction we know has a fee charge on it. And the government's going to get a certain percentage as well. So I'm getting there's more and more of this. Actually, on TV this morning, they had the Gold Coast here, which is that, surfers paradise, the Gold Coast beaches and all that. They're bringing in new parking meters and parking costs in an area called Burleigh Heads. Surfers Paradise would already have it. This is global too. There's going to be more of this parking meters, like none of this parking for free at your shopping centres anymore. And like, how much money are these councils and government making? Honestly, it's mental. So I'm just getting more of this, all tap and go. We know, I talked to you guys the other day about young guy at the university who didn't own a card, and he wanted to pay in cash, the parking meter, and then he took it to court and he lost because obviously cash isn't king anymore. We know where this is all headed, guys. So we're getting more and more of this, more of everything has to go. Well, this is transport. Transport is becoming more and more cashless. We're going to really start to notice this, and very quickly, everything's just tap and go. Even in a cab, in an Uber. Oh, I think Ubers are already like that, aren't they? I don't know. I don't catch Ubers. We don't have them in my town. This kind of thing. There's more and more of this. It's just going to keep going on and going on and going on. And the only ones making money out of it, as we know, is government and the big banks making their lovely profits. So more and more of this on everything, on ferries, on just everything. It'll be the airport soon. Well, naturally, you probably can't even pay cash now because no one seems to service you anymore, do they? At the counters at the airports, it's like you just have to walk up to the machine now. So you know what I don't understand, guys, and this is what we talk about here on this channel, the BS detectors, we call ourselves here if you're new. Where's all the jobs going? All this about AI's not taking our jobs, blah, 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 blah. We know that's BS because jobs are disappearing by the day, and that's going to cause more stress on people because it's going to get harder to get work. It's more competitive to get jobs, and this, of course, down the line affects people financially because it happened, for example, in my town. I was telling you guys about the day about this snowy hydro scheme that's blown out of proportion. Government's poured that much money. It's got tunnel boring machines, like a crazy project. Well, they were making segments. We had a segment plant here, and they were making big cement segments which line the tunnels. And people were getting, no joke, they were getting like $1,000 to $2,000 a week. Well, apparently they've delayed a lot of them off now because they've sort of finished with that part of the project. But where are all those people working? Like, how are they going to earn that much money again? Like, it's going to be very challenging. So I'm seeing just this financial, jobs disappearing. We know, I feel the government jobs are going to really be, they're going to be under scrutiny as well because there's going to be a lot of AI going to start taking over a lot of these government projects, government roles, office jobs. I'm just seeing that. So financially, it's going to put a lot of strain on people still moving forward. It's the job loss. It's going to be causing financial stress. We know, and I own a small business, we know a lot of small businesses can't employ people full-time because they just can't afford to pay their super, all the compo, all this stuff. So most people have got people on part-time. We're doing that now ourselves, because it's just easier if they have a day off, we don't have to pay them. This is what's happening. There's less and less staff. You think of a coffee shop, like a few years ago, they probably had, some would have had 5 to 10 staff. Now a little coffee shop's probably got 2-3 people working in it because they've had to eliminate people because the cost of everything's gone up, the cost of deliveries, food, freight, blah, blah, blah. We know how it goes. So that's what I'm getting. More job loss, which causes more financial strain, sadly. Right. More tax. Sorry, guys, that's not very positive, is it? More taxes. I'm seeing more rate rises. We're going to have to pay for more maintenance on our roads. More taxes are going to keep going up. And this is globally, I would say this is all part of the agenda too. Taxes are going to continue to rise. Tax on waters. We know we've talked about the air that we breathe and all this kind of stuff. But they're going to find ways to pull the wool over people's eyes. They're going to, sorry guys, I've got to blow my nose. They're going to charge more taxes. If that's humanly possible, I don't think it would be, would it? But they'll find some little tweak in the system. I mean, once upon a time, we never paid for water. Now most of us pay for water. Like, what even is happening here, guys? I don't get it. We're paying for all their bloody bad decisions, all our government leaders, aren't we? All right. I'm getting investments. I'm getting people are still looking at investing their money. People are very cautious of the banks. We know they are. People are cautious of leaving large sums of money in the bank. So I feel like people are starting to look at other avenues to contribute their money. It's almost like I'm even getting like people might start contributing like a family, for example, say me and my sister, this would be an example, might go in and buy a block of land together. I feel like there's more of this. We know a lot of cultures do this where they all live in one household and help each other. But I feel like investment-wise, people are figuring, well, if we can buy some land, that's probably better than having our money sitting in the bank. I'm seeing that people are starting to make those decisions. They're starting to be smarter when it comes to controlling their own money. People are getting better and better at controlling their own money, because I think we all know when it's sitting in a bank, it's just withering away and the bank's taking their regular daily annual fees or whatever out of it, so it's all decreasing. So probably better than having like an inheritance that's been left to you. People are investing in well, areas that are going to keep improving, keep growing. They're probably putting their money into an asset is what I'm getting, whereas people are seeing the banks as a depreciation is what I'm getting, if that makes sense. So I feel like people are starting to come together to help each other now. We knew that had to happen, because how are our kids going to do it, guys? The bank of mum and dad, probably, but people are starting to work together. Siblings are starting to work together. People are starting to work together looking at their future and how they can move forward, because as we know, housing, land, etc., all becoming unaffordable. Even to buy a unit is so unaffordable, isn't it? In a major capital city, you would be looking at like $1 million for like a 1-2 bedroom unit. It's crazy. Making those interest repayments, mental. So that's what I'm getting. A lot more people are being wiser and trying to work away from the banks is what I'm getting, because everyone's sick of big corporate CEOs, etc., making all the bloody money. All right. Oh, they're giving me this image of people flicking through their money and just putting it down the toilet. They're showing me like people flushing their money down the toilet. People know their hard-earned cash is pretty much going down the toilet. This is a very, very frustrating feeling. It's almost like people renting for years and years and years. You know your money's going down the toilet, and that's big money nowadays because renting is just as expensive. So I'm just seeing people just flushing their money, pressing the button, and flushing it down the toilet. That's what they feel like they might as well be doing. That's how people are feeling. They feel like their money's just disappearing out of their hands. It's like this. And then in the toilet, flush a button, all gone. And there's nothing to show for it. It's nothing to show. It just turns into waste. It's all just down in the sewage system. That's how a lot of people are feeling. Like there's no getting ahead. Things are really dire. This is globally. I'm getting this globally for pretty much everybody. People just feel like their money, it feels like they're working just to put their money down the toilet and down the drain, basically. And that's a frustrating feeling, isn't it, guys? Because you feel like you're just not getting anywhere. It's again like being on that treadmill we talked about the other day, where you're just treading water, or there's another analogy. You're just treading water out in the ocean and there's no one coming to save you. Well, your government's not coming to save you. We know that here. Everyone's just treading water. This is majority of people, the little people, peasants and Lego people are just treading water at the moment. They're just keeping their head out of the water and saving themselves from drowning financially. That's what I'm getting. And it's an awful feeling. It's creating a lot of anxiety, angst, fears, probably a little bit of remorse too. I think people are feeling like, oh, if only I'd bought that house 10 years ago, if only I'd done this 10 years ago, I invested in this 10 years ago, I'd be so much further ahead. And now, of course, everyone's got hovering over them, pretty much every country, is the inheritance tax. They're gonna come and take their big shark bite out of the inheritance tax as well, guys. So it's very, very frustrating. It feels like for a lot of the little people like a lose-lose situation. And we know, because we know here, it's the opposite of Robin Hood story. It's stealing from the poor and giving to the rich, basically. And all our leaders are the other ones doing it, feeding the pockets of their wealthy CEO mates, etc. And that would definitely include Big Pharma in there, wouldn't it, guys? Definitely. They're always on that gravy train, aren't they, trying to push the old picky wheels to keep that going. All right. I am seeing that Trump's playing a huge part in getting the economy kicking worldwide. He is really getting a lot of this kicked off. We know he talks about tariffs, or he's certainly propping up his own country, America. You must be like very relieved over there that someone's actually standing up for you. Look, he's not perfect. Don't ever say he's perfect, but he is doing a lot to improve your economy. And I do feel this will have the ripple effect on other countries, because they have to start either being more aware of what they're selling things for, resource-wise, commodities, etc., and supporting their own local farmers, their own, their homegrown sort of industries. So I feel like it's going to have a positive effect financially on a lot of other countries, what Trump is doing. I do feel that. And I am seeing still a lot of the Asian countries, talked about Indonesia, etc. I am seeing them financially getting more involved in the trade market. We're going to hear a lot more about them. It's not just going to be made in China, as per usual. Everything's made in China. They're so good at production line stuff, aren't they? Even I've bought a lot of things off Temu. Look, I've got to admit, they're very affordable and they're not bad quality. I mean, I know, I even support them. And there's nothing wrong with that either, guys. But I feel like there's going to be a lot more of the market opening up when it comes to these Asian countries. They're very good at producing things as well. And I feel like people are going to start to discover that the quality of a lot of their products is actually quite good as well. So we're going to start hearing more about, the joke about made in China, because everything's made in China, that's kind of going to fade. Over the next 10 years, I reckon that's going to fade into the distance. We've got more leaky cars coming out of all different areas now, etc., etc. This kind of thing. There's going to be, the world stage is going to open for a trade, and I think Trump has actually done that. So financially, it's going to help a lot of other countries too, because we know, China has dominated that for such a long time, hasn't it? All right, I'll see if there's one more thing, guys, then we'll put some guidance cards around finance. I'm just getting that we have to be smart too. We have to be sensible. You can't go wasting money on trivial things. I think a lot of people have realized that now. We own a battery business, for example, and people aren't playing with their toys like they used to, like their jet skis, their motorbikes. A lot of people, they're still doing it, but they're not doing it en masse like they used to do. Like, people can't obviously afford the fuel for their boats and things like that. The leisure activities have kind of been put on the back burner. That's just an example. People not buying those kind of batteries as much. So this is the kind of thing I'm saying. People are really starting to prioritize what's important to them now. It has, and this is the biggest thing that the financial crisis has caused, and the cost of living crisis. It has changed people's lifestyles immensely. I think we could all agree more people are probably cooking at home, not dining out. We know streaming services are killing it. People aren't going to the movies as much. Sadly, you think about it, it's probably the equivalent of going to the movies, but you've got streaming services 24 hours a day. And cinemas are expensive when it comes to buying popcorn and all those little extra things. Dining out is very expensive now because they've got to cover their overhead, so the restaurants have all put their meals up. Like, to go to a coffee shop for my daughter and I is probably about $40 now, easy, and you'd all notice that too. Once upon a time it was like $25, and the last few years everything's just gone up. So people's lifestyles have really changed, and I think we'd all agree, as a result of the cost of living crisis. But sometimes I guess we've got to look at that. Sometimes there's positive things that come out of, difficult situations that we're all going through too. As much as we get frustrated and everything too, we've sort of got to start to, I guess, turn around our viewpoint of how our lifestyles have changed. I'm sure a lot more of us are cooking pastas. We're not all eating as much red meat because we know that's part of the agenda plan to get us off red meat and eat the lovely plant-based foods and fake chemical lab-based foods that Billy Goat is trying to push on all of us, and classy. We've sort of got to embrace some things too, that at least we're sort of eating at home, or maybe families are having more conversations around the tables. Yes, it's disappointing and we're all going through that. We're having to give up a lot, but I might just pull some cards actually to give us a little bit of guidance how to navigate this, because I don't see it ending in the near future very soon. This is going to go on for quite a while. I'm seeing actually a good 3 years of this, because it's like I said, they're not going to drop the interest rates, like drop. They're not going to do that. We know they're not. They're going to continue to just keep that all stable. So it's like they're sort of helping us by keeping it stable, even though they're not. What have we got? Resistance. Waning crescent. Out in nature. But when you think of a clenched fist, it's uncomfortable, isn't it? It's resistance. So we've got to stop the resistance in our bodies in regards to the finance. We've got to flow. The cost of living's not going to change. So we've got to find ways to navigate it. So you've got to find ways to open your hand up and create that and remove the fears, the angst. Gosh, we've survived this long, guys. Like I say, clown show 3.0 on steroids. There's not much we can't get through, is there, guys? But look at that. It's like nature's still in our hands. We just have to allow it. Allow that peace and tranquility to come into our lives in regards to finances. Don't get all angsty and angry and caught up in it all, because that's not going to help you, is what the guides are saying. All right. And of course, I'm getting that song by ABBA, Money, Money, Money. Money, 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 always funny in a rich man's world. We know. Funny to them, not so funny for us, is it, course? No, it isn't. Oh, my God. All right, what have we got? Let's see. I am in the process of positive change. Oh, we've had this card before. Look, the peace doves. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. And I think what they're trying to say there is, they're giving me that song by Paul McCartney with the bird of, what is it? I've gone blank. Might come to me. What they're saying is you've got to accept things really for what they are. And even though it seems difficult at the time, there's always something. My sister's always said this. There's always something positive. I'll leave a video, one of her and my videos over here. She's one of these people that always says, even from difficult times and challenges, there's always something positive that comes out of it. God, I'm getting that song by, it's Paul McCartney. The Birds of Peace. Oh, I'm just trying to think what it is. Oh, God, I've gone blank, guys. Sorry. What happens to your brain as you get older, guys? It's just not good, is it? It's going to drive me crazy now. I can't fly the birds a bit. I can't think of it. Anyway, let me close my eyes, guys, and see if I can get something for you anyway. Hang on. They won't give me anything else, guys. God, it's so frustrating, isn't it? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's by Paul McCartney. I'll see if there's something else. I'll have to ask them to give me something else. If I get the song, I'll give it to you in tomorrow's reading. Hang on. Oh, and of course, they're giving me that Bette Midler song. That's what I'm going to finish off with. The Wind Beneath My Wings. Just, you think of a bird soaring in, well, for example, here's an eagle with its wings spread. This is actually taken in my local area by a guy. He's on Facebook called Charles Davis. He's a photographer here, nature photographer. He's done National Geographic and everything. He's very popular. That's an eagle, obviously. And so I'm getting that song, Wind Beneath My Wings. Wind beneath my wings, I'm getting. So just keep like soaring, keep going through the thermals. It's that flow. Just go round and round and find that peaceful place, even when it comes to finance and cost of living. Don't allow yourself to get so stressed out. And I'm getting the song, of course. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Yeah, let your spirit carry you. Blackbird. Is it Blackbird by Paul McCartney? Blackbird singing in the dead of night, morning in the light. Oh, I'm just getting that. I think it's blackbird. Is it? Oh, God. You know how hopeless I am, guys. Anyway, let's look it up. There'll be a Paul McCartney song about it. I'm sure it's blackbird. I'm just getting that. Just find that peaceful place, guys. Fly above things, rise above things. Even the financial crisis, we know it's not going to go away just like that. We know it's here to stay for a little bit longer, unfortunately. But there are ways of navigating it and not carrying that, as the picture says, that angst and tightness in your body. Allow the beautiful flow. Just keep rising above things, guys. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Oh my gosh, we got there in the end. I think it's called blackbird. I'm going to go and look it up now. All right, guys. Cheers, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget like buttons, please comment, and I'll talk to you very soon. And don't forget, consider subscribing. Really lovely to have you here. Take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.